Welcome back at 6:48. Students across Greater Lafayette heading back to class online today as the coronavirus pandemic continues across the state. Joining us live in studio this morning, Tippecanoe School Corporation Superintendent Dr. Scott Hanback. Thanks for waking up early with us this morning.
Good morning.
I want to talk about a couple things. We'll start with e-learning, of course, today. A busy day for students, parents, teachers, probably many of them watching right now, getting ready to log on for the day. What's your message as we head into this uncertain time?
Yeah, it's really like a first day of school. It's kind of a virtual welcome back from spring break, and things are going to look pretty different here. So we're launching into this venture called e-learning or remote learning, whatever you want to call it. And I would say our message is just to kind of relax, take it all in, let the teachers guide this. They have been preparing for this. And so we just want to reassure folks that, well, we're there during this time. We know they're going through some difficult things in their families. The kids are missing their connections with friends and teachers, and we want to be there as a school corporation to provide for their needs during this difficult time for everyone.
Yeah, and we've seen over the past few weeks teachers parading through neighborhoods, going and seeing all their students. It's been pretty cool to see how the schools are coming about and rallying around their students. I want to talk about several rural communities in the TSC that you guys serve. How are you making sure that all students have access to digital platforms and online learning?
Right, it's going to look very different depending on the grade level. For example, at our elementary schools, those students don't have take-home devices, so we'll utilize learning packets or educational packets, and parents can pick those up at the school, so they should contact their teacher or their child's principal and pick those up. For our junior high and high school kids, they've got their Chromebooks, their take-home devices. And if they don't have internet access at home, they should contact their teacher, and we will help them through hotspots or mobile hotspots so that they can have the access that they need.
Okay. Now, should COVID-19 directly impact the TSC, whether it be a student, a faculty member, how will families be notified of that?
Communication is very, very critical at this time, not only for the e-learning, but also pushing out information to our parents. And if we were to have a positive case, we would continue to communicate with our families. We've got an amazing lunch program going on right now, and so that information is on our website, and we want to provide for students in this time of need.
Yeah. Thinking about the seniors at Harrison and McCutcheon, the class of 2020 is obviously getting a different experience right now, not finishing out their final semester. Of course, May 1st is still up in the air what that looks like. Have you talked about what commencements, what the end of the semester could look like for graduating seniors?
Yeah, it's very heartbreaking, especially for our seniors, to have this happen, and I know they look forward to a spring semester with their classmates and looking forward to graduation. So yes, those conversations are occurring right now, and a lot of it's going to depend on what happens after May 1st, if we're able to get back to face-to-face instruction, or if we're still going to have to be on this remote learning venture. So those conversations are happening, and we will do our best to allow those kids to graduate on time and perhaps even have some kind of a virtual commencement.
Yeah. Now, stats are showing this isn't slowing down anytime soon. Have conversations already happened to kind of figure out what the plan could be should this impact the fall semester?
Yes, we're talking about that now, what the staffing levels might look like, what student enrollment might look like, what the academics might look like. There might need to be some catch up inside the classrooms occurring once the kids are able to get back, and we sure hope that's the case.
So what's your hope for today and going forward with this e-learning new model, this mentality?
Yeah, I think it's going to be we're going to make it as good as possible, as great as possible. And there's going to be some hurdles, there's going to be some quirks and bugs, and we're going to work those out. And communication is the key. So the parents should really be communicating with their teacher via email or by phone. All of our teachers are available Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8:30 to 11 and 1 to 3.
Awesome. And you have all your information they need on your website as well, too.
It's a great resource on our website.
Great. Dr. Hanback, thank you.
Thank you. My
Appreciate
pleasure.
you being with us this morning. We're back after this with one final check of the forecast. It's 6:50.